Welcome back to Speak English Fluently, where we explore real-life stories to learn English. Today, I'm going to tell you a story about a young woman named Doaa. It's a story filled with hope, love, danger, and difficult choices. As we go through this story, I'll also explain some important words. Are you ready? Let's begin. Imagine this. You're 19 years old, and your entire world has been turned upside down. Your name is Doaa, and you've had to leave your home in Syria because of a war that destroyed everything. Now, you're in Egypt, but life is still very difficult. You're working every day for just a little money, what we call day wages. Day wages means you only get paid for each day you work, and there's no promise of a steady job. Your father, who once had a successful business in Syria, thinks all the time about what he lost. A thriving business, one that was doing really well, now just a memory, blown to pieces by a bomb. Thriving means growing and successful. In Egypt, people were kind at first, but after 4 years of war, they've grown weary of refugees like you and your family. Weary means very tired and fed up. One day, something terrifying happens. Men on motorcycles try to kidnap you. Kidnap means to take someone away by force. You used to dream of being a student, of having a bright future, but now fear is a part of your everyday life. But even in the middle of all this, there is hope. You're in love with someone, another Syrian refugee named Bassem. He's having a hard time in Egypt too, but he has a plan. He says to you, "Let's go to Europe. We'll be safe there. I will work, and you can study. We can start a new life." And he asks your father if he can marry you. Now, this sounds like a wonderful plan, but it's not going to be easy. You and Bassem know you'll have to cross the Mediterranean Sea, which is dangerous. To do that, you'll have to trust smugglers, people who help refugees cross borders, but they are known for being cruel and greedy. Smugglers are people who illegally help others move from one place to another, often for a lot of money. Here's another problem. You're terrified of the water. Terrified means extremely scared. You never learned how to swim, and the idea of being in the middle of the sea makes your heart race. By the time August arrives, the sea has already claimed 2,000 lives, people who tried to cross, just like you want to. But there's a glimmer of hope. You know someone who made it all the way to Northern Europe, and you start to believe that maybe, just maybe, you and Bassem can do it too. After a difficult conversation with your parents, they finally agree to let you go. Bassem pays everything he has, $2,500 each, to the smugglers to take you on this dangerous journey. It's a Saturday morning when the call comes. You and Bassem are taken by bus to a beach where hundreds of people are waiting. You can feel the fear and uncertainty in the air. The group is taken by small boats to an old fishing boat, where 500 people are crammed together. Crammed means packed tightly with little space. There are families, children, people of all different backgrounds, Syrians, Palestinians, Africans, Muslims, Christians. There are even 100 children on board, including little Sandra, who's just 6 years old, and Masa, a baby only 18 months old. You and Bassem are sitting side by side, holding hands, your legs pulled up to your chest. You're packed in so tightly with the others that you can barely move. The boat is overcrowded, with 300 people below deck and 200 above. Everyone is sitting shoulder to shoulder, feet to feet, hoping that somehow, this dangerous journey will lead to a new life. Now, let's go over some of the important words we learned today. 1. Day wages, money paid for each day of work, without a steady job. 2. Thriving, growing, and doing well, usually about a business or economy. 3. Weary, very tired or fed up. 4. Kidnap, to take someone away by force. 5. Smugglers, people who illegally help others cross borders, often for money. 6. Terrified, extremely scared. 7. Crammed, packed tightly together with little space. These words help us understand the challenges that refugees like Doaa face in their search for safety and a better life. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Speak English Fluently. I hope you found Doaa's story inspiring and learned some new words along the way. Remember, learning English is a journey, just like Doaa's. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, take care and keep speaking English fluently.